Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Aaron Rodgers says his relationship with General Manager Brian Gutekunst is, quote, a work in progress, but says the two have had some positive conversations so far at training camp. Last week, Rodgers said communication issues with the Packers front office were one reason he skipped the team's entire offseason program. The Raiders are adding an all-pro presence to their defense, signing six-time Pro Bowl D-tackle Gerald McCoy. A torn quad sidelined McCoy for the entire 2020 season, but he's now healthy again. The Bears are also adding a veteran defender, signing linebacker Alec Ogletree. And from longtime rivals to Hall of Fame friends, Tom Brady and Bucs head coach Bruce Arians will both fly to Canton Sunday to watch Peyton Manning's Hall of Fame enshrinement. And you can watch Hall of Fame coverage all weekend long on NFL Network. We'll have the class of 2020's induction Saturday night, followed by the class of 2021 on Sunday. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Howdy, the streamer here. You know, there's a place down yonder where 3 streams converge into one. It's where I saw the Mandalorian get himself into a space squabble. Watch me some UFC. Those folks from Modern Family had me cackling like a trout getting tickled. Well, that's the Disney bundle for you. It lets you stream Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus for only $13.99 a month. The Disney bundle. It's streaming at its best.
Includes Hulu ad-supported plan. Access content from each service separately. Terms apply. Visit thedisneybundle.com for details.
I can pop a beer in here, right? Your cousin from Boston. This here is Sam Adams Boston Lager. It's my go-to beer. Not too heavy, not too light. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, that's whoopsie daisy. Oh no. Is there somebody that can help? Come on in the room. It poured right in the keyboard. Relax. I spill beer on my computer all the time. Sam Adams Boston Lager. The Boston Beer Company, Boston, Massachusetts. Drink responsibly.
And we are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. It's another beautiful day, Gene. Hot and muggy.
Hot and muggy, yes.
Oh,
yes,
boy.
sirree. Your glasses could fog up this morning.
Oh, they will. I stumbled out of the car when I pulled up this morning because I couldn't see a thing.
Had to just take them off and let them neutralize for a moment or so?
Pretty much. That's
when
about what you got to do.
Yeah. And then you realize that you were walking backwards down the street.
Yes. Hey, well, in our neighborhood, that's no big deal, right?
No, that's right. It's not.
Yes.
In fact, it's pretty normal.
Speaking of our neighborhood, so what day of the week do we have trash pickup? Is it Tuesday?
Your guess.
Is it Wednesday? Or is it Thursday?
Your guess. Your guess. You've noticed that too.
Oh, yes.
Along with everybody else in the neighborhood. I think it's one per day.
I guess. I don't know.
I think they start on the day that they're supposed to, which is Tuesday, and then they spread it out Wednesday, Thursday. Although I did get the others picked up yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Yes. Okay. Cans go out Monday night for Tuesday morning pickup, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unless they've changed it.
If they changed it, they didn't tell anybody.
That's
but what
sure.
the heck? Okay. Anyway, on this date in 1861, the U.S. federal government levied its first income tax.
Boy,
the tax was 3% of all incomes over $800. It was a wartime measure during the Civil War. It was rescinded in 1872.
And
then it came back. Yes. With a vengeance.
And then some.
Yeah, kind of like a nasty rash, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy that was just on the commercial for, was it Boston?
Your cousin from Boston?
Yeah. Did you have an accent? You were from Pennsylvania.
Yes.
You did have an accent?
Eastern Pennsylvania accent is very real. I can hear it in a heartbeat. And I moved from Pennsylvania to Michigan when I was 9. Okay, Michigan has an accent.
Yes, they do.
And, it not as distinct as Wisconsin, but, a very real accent. And then I moved to California. And for the most part, California, is such a mishmash of everywhere. Other than in the valley, with the Valley Girls, not much of an accent.
Yeah, no, that's true.
It took me a while to work through the accent.
The Michiganders, they kind of sing when they speak.
To a degree, yes.
Yeah, they kind of sing a song.
Yes.
Yeah, I love accents. I love to listen to them, and it's amazing.
Try and guess, okay, what part of the country are you from?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when, we were talking on the phone to John McVeigh.
Right.
And, you know, could tell right away where he's from, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a nice accent.
Okay. Birthdays today, are you ready?
We've got birthdays.
Remember WKRP in Cincinnati?
How could you forget?
Okay. Well, Lonnie Anderson is 75.
Lonnie Anderson, synonymous with the cowboy hat.
With Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, she was married to Burt Reynolds, too.
For a good while.
Yes. Okay. Actor Erica Slezak is 74. Rick Derringer, rock and roll hoochie coo, 73. Actor Holly Palance, Jack Palance's little girl, is 70. Eddie Ojeda of Twisted Sister, 65. Marsha. Maureen McCormick of the Brady Bunch, 64. Actor Mark Strong, 57. Actor Jonathan Silverman, 54. Actor Stephanie Sostak, 49. Actor Jesse Williams, 40. Actor Albert Sy is 16. Actor Devin Trey Campbell is 12. Local birthdays coming up.
It's the grand opening of the Grocery Outlet Bargain Center in the Valley Plaza, El Centro. Hi, I'm Tracy Lyon Ramirez. Stop by Saturday between 11 a.m. and 1. I'll be broadcasting from the store. You can enter to win groceries from Grocery Outlet. Also a $500 Shiloh and getaway from Kxo Radio. That's happening on Saturday, 11 to 1 at the brand new Grocery Outlet Bargain Center. That's 1537 West Main Street in the Valley Plaza Center, El Centro. I'll see you there.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthday. Happy birthday, Adrian Barrera, Melissa Tenori, Marcos Ceja, Damian Vargas, Ashley Juarez, Oscar Garcia, Ana Duran, Brenda Gonzalez, Debbie Flores, David Orozco, Felix Cortez, Terry Bono, Alberto Burgos Sr., Ashley Caldwell, Vanessa Esperanza, Antonio Perez, Jeff Brinkerhoff, Paul Arzaga, and Sherry Hickenbottom. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, a lot of quality on that list, through and through.
Only quality.
Yes. You were mentioned Charlie Watts, the drummer for the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
He's gathering moss. He will not tour with them coming up because of a undisclosed medical procedure. Well, knowing the Rolling Stones, it could have been a liver transplant.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's hard to say. Although they kind of alluded to it. He could not play the drums, or I don't know. But anyway.
Well, you need a liver to play the drums,
yes,
don't you?
Yes, you do. Just like, you need 2 wrists and a liver, a brain. Yeah,
okay.
That usually helps.
Well, I'll pass along the information to my son-in-law, Dan. Dan is he's a software engineer, but he's a music major graduate of Washington State, and he plays most every instrument known to man.
Well, good. Does he play regularly? He probably does it.
Yes, he does. Yeah. He plays bass regularly.
Yeah. He's probably been doing that for a long time.
Oh, he has. Okay.
I wonder if any of, like his parents, one of them probably passed along the genes.
I would say probably his mother.
His mom?
Yeah.
All right, Mom.
Okay. Are you ready for news?
News we have.
Okay, it's a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. Hot and sticky. Their specialty is to keep you cool and comfortable.
CBS News Brief. As states battle record new numbers of COVID cases and hospitalizations, Moderna is reporting its vaccines are about 93% effective 6 months after second doses. CBS's Dr. David Agus.
Most of the data of note has been about the lasting effect of Pfizer through data in Israel and elsewhere. And so it's nice that we now have Moderna data to complement this.
The FAA is asking airports to help reduce the number of unruly passengers by limiting booze sales. Correspondent Cammie McCormick.
Alcohol, it says, is a contributor, so it's asking airports to work with their concessionaires to limit alcohol to go in particular.
Spirit Airlines enters a 5th day of chaos, canceling almost half of today's flights. Unemployment claims fell by 14,000 last week to 385,000. Bank rates, Mark Hamrick.
They slipped below the benchmark 400,000 level for the first time since the pandemic began around Memorial Day and have essentially hovered around there since.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: the Dixie Fire burning overnight through the community of Greenville, destroying structures and leaving fire crews desperately searching for residents.
Crews are working right now, structure defense, and going into life threat mode right now. There's still a lot of people, unfortunately, in Greenville that did not evacuate, so we're having to deal with that.
Jake Cagle with Cal Fire. Videos of the fire posted online showing numerous buildings destroyed, mostly along the area's main street. Meanwhile, the river fire prompting evacuations of more than 6,000 homes in Placer and Nevada counties.
If you receive an evacuation warning, please go. And if you receive an order, get out. Do not take your chances. Please go. We do not need you in there.
Placer County Sheriff Derek Bell. The fire jumped the Bear River, extending into Nevada County, heading toward Highway 174. Several dozen structures already destroyed. Red flag warning in effect for parts of Northern California through tonight. Gusty winds of up to 30 miles an hour and low humidity may lead to easier fire starts. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Your AC not cooling? Call your friends at Lock Air Conditioning.
Sadness and misery, I don't feel either of these. I'm in a good mood.
Okay.
Hey, man, what's wrong?
Well, it just didn't sound very bluesy.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
Oh, hey, Buzz.
Okay, well, let's try it again.
Smile on my face.
Nope, that's still happy.
Have a change of heart with Honey Nut Cheerios. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. On that heavy shelf you hung yesterday. Turns out you didn't use enough anchors. Wait, you didn't use any anchors? Now you've got an open floor plan. Trendy. And if you have the wrong home insurance, you could need a wall of money to fix this. So get home insurance with Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news this morning, the Imperial Valley strike team has been demobilized and is headed home. Here's more on that story.
The team had been in the Quincy area of California for the past couple of weeks. Strike team that includes the Yuma Fire Department were demobilized and sent home late Tuesday afternoon. They reportedly spent the night near Quincy and then started the over 800-mile trip Wednesday morning. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Small Business Development Center has some help for Imperial Valley businesses struggling with the pandemic. The SBDC is a source of information on the new tax credits for small and medium-sized businesses, as well as webinars on topics to help businesses survive. The SBDC has partnered with the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation to provide no-cost personal protective equipment supplies. The PPE includes N95 and KN95 masks for face shields and hand sanitizer. For business, you can contact the Imperial Valley Small Business Development Center for information and reserve some PPE supplies. The number 760-312-9800. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
In other local news, the IVC board vacancy has been filled. The vacancy was created after Annette Gonzalez-Butner went to jail. Butner has served as the Area 1 trustee. This week, the Imperial Valley College Board of Trustees appointed Hortensia Armendariz to fill the vacancy. Area 1 covers parts of Heber, most of Calexico, and everything east of Calexico. She has lived in Calexico for the past 48 years. Her professional career has been in education, from teacher to administrator. She is the immediate past president of the Calexico Rotary Club. Armendariz will serve out Butner's term on the board before she decides if she wants to run for election. And finally, IID representatives named. They are the newly formed Coachella Valley Energy Commission. This week, the IID Board of Directors, J.B. Hamby and James Hanks as the IID representatives. The commission's first meeting will be today. The rest of the commission members will be introduced at that time. The new commissioners will represent the cities of Coachella, Indio, La Quinta, the Cove Communities Services Commission, the Coachella Valley Tribal Nations, and representatives from both Riverside and Imperial counties. The new commission will be presented with an Energy Department overview, and they will discuss other important related matters. Thursday's meeting will be a public meeting and can be live streamed, available on the IIT website. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes, all models, and you never need an appointment. Before you head out on a weekend getaway or a summer road trip, head into Quick Lane and say, I want the works.
Let's talk about it, bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. and now on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to kxoradio.com for a 5-minute podcast highlight of the show or the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
And it's page 2 of the local news, including weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. For life insurance, health insurance, auto and home insurance needs, David H. West Insurance Services.
Continuing with more local news, another murder, a suspect in custody. George Gale explains.
Kimberly Andrea Vega was arrested on Monday. She was arrested at the county courthouse. She was at the courthouse on unrelated business. Vega is a suspect in the June 7th shooting of 27-year-old Pablo Dominguez at an El Centro motel. Dominguez was transported to an out-of-county hospital where he succumbed from his injuries. Vega was reportedly had been in a relationship with the victim, already in custody in connection with the homicide. 21-year-old Ethan Emmanuel Estrada. Estrada was recently returned to jail after escaping to Mexicali. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And a sad story this morning. Scammers hit again. An El Centro man says he was scammed out of $1,000. The man reported to El Centro Police that he was contacted by someone pretending to be with the Imperial Irrigation District. He was told the power would be shut off if he didn't pay $1,035.85. The man was instructed to make the payments through 3 gift cards. Police are investigating. Well, the California Highway Patrol updates some information on a collision. Here's more in that story.
The collision was reported Tuesday afternoon. Highway Patrol has released their preliminary report. CHP was notified of the collision at 3:35 Tuesday afternoon. There was a report of 2 vehicles in the Central Main Canal on Dogwood Road at Willoughby. The Highway Patrol found a red Jeep Compass and a white Ford F-250 submerged in the canal. Both vehicles had collision damage. The Highway Patrol says the F-250 was apparently driving northbound on Dogwood. Jeep was traveling east on Willoughby. For undetermined reasons, the Jeep drove into the path of the Ford. Both drivers were found to be wearing their seatbelts. One driver suffered minor injuries, while the other driver suffered fatal injuries. Highway Patrol says they are continuing to investigate that collision. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A pedestrian was struck by a tow truck early Wednesday morning. According to the Yuma County Sheriff's Office, the accident occurred at about 3:30 a.m. Wednesday morning on the railroad overpass in the 2300 block of Pacific Avenue in Yuma. A tow truck that was northbound on Pacific Avenue struck a pedestrian who had been walking on the side of the road. Apparently, the pedestrian, for an unknown reason, walked into the road and was hit by the truck. The pedestrian sustained critical injuries and was taken to Yuma Regional Medical Center and then transferred to a Phoenix area hospital. The incident remains under investigation. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, high temperatures today will be somewhat lower, but the humidity will be higher. That means the feels-like temperature a couple of degrees higher than what the actual thermometer reads. It will still be hot enough over the Imperial and Yuma valleys to meet excessive heat thresholds. Looking for a high today near 115. The slow cooling trend continues into early next week. Our high yesterday, 119, the low 83. Sunny and hot today with a high near 114. It'll feel like 117. East-southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 84. South-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming light and variable. Friday, sunny and hot with a high near 112. Light and variable wind becoming south-southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. Sunny and hot on Saturday with a high near 111. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Sunday, sunny and hot with a high near 110. South-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. 90 degrees downtown, 75% relative humidity, wind out of the southeast 10 to 15 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage.
Should kids and teens get the COVID-19 vaccine?
Is it safe for my daughter?
Have they been thoroughly tested?
Will my grandson be okay if he gets vaccinated? He's still developing.
The short answer to all these questions? Yes. The COVID-19 vaccine is proven to be safe and effective for ages 12 and up. Add a COVID-19 vaccine to your child's back-to-school checklist. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find a walk-in option or make an appointment. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
And it's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Mark Melanson blew the save, and Padres blew the game. Athletics topped the Padres 5-4 in 10 innings. Angels nipped the Rangers 2-1, and it was the Reds edging the Twins 6-5. Rays over the Mariners 4-3. Brewers beat the Pirates 4-2. Yankees clobbered the Orioles 10-3. Phillies pounded the Nationals 9-5. It was the Blue Jays beating the Indians 8-6. Red Sox rolled over the Tigers 4-1. Mets beat the Marlins 5-3. Braves over the Cardinals 7-4. Royals they beat up on the White Sox 9-1. Cubs edged the Rockies 3-2. It was the Giants continuing to win. They beat the Diamondbacks 7-1. And the Dodgers, behind Max Scherzer, beat the Astros 7-5. In other news, the Dodgers, they've signed a one-year deal with four-time All-Star Cole Hamels. Hamels did not pitch. Hasn't pitched in a while, following some arm issues.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, Megan Rapinoe and Carly Lloyd has the women's soccer team picks up a bronze at the Olympics. And Team USA basketball, Kevin Durant and Jrue Holiday rallied Team USA past Australia. Now they're in the gold medal game against France. The Las Vegas Raiders signed veteran free agent defensive tackle Gerald McCoy to add in to an already deep but rebuilt line. McCoy missed last season after suffering a ruptured right quadriceps tendon in training camp. McCoy, just a petite little fellow, 6'4", 300 pounds. And don't forget, we've got NFL football tonight. The Hall of Fame game. We've got game tonight on AM 1230. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
1 to get ready.
We're ready.
2 to get set.
Tables are set.
And 3 to go.
Let's go.
Burgers and Beer is ready for you. We are open, and our meals are fresh and made to your order. We are set. Our tables are set. Our condiment trays are fresh, stocked, and chilled. Our doors are open, and it's go time. Come in and enjoy all your favorites at Burgers and Beer. The bacon is sizzling, the fries are frying, the burgers are cooking, and all of the beverages are ice cold. It's a good day at Burgers and Beer.
And financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. By the way, they also offer live scan fingerprinting to the public. America's job market recovery is chugging along, but worries about the Delta variant derailing progress are rampant, even as economists anticipate the best gain since last summer in Friday's jobs report. Persistently high unemployment claims and a big miss in the private sector payroll report put a damper on the excitement. It's a tale of two recoveries. On one hand, the labor market continues to improve as the economy normalizes. Strong consumer confidence and spending are helping to get things back on track. But at the same time, worker shortages and supply chain disruptions are holding the recovery back in some sectors, especially when it comes to hiring. So, what's happening on Wall Street? Well, I'm glad you asked. Right now, we're looking at green. The Dow Jones Industrial's up 195 points at 34,988. The S&P 500 at 4,421, up 19. And the NASDAQ up 81 points at 14,861. Oh, gold off $10.10 an ounce. And oil is up 43 cents a barrel, which means you'll pay $1 more at the pump.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 114, heat index values as high as 117. East-southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting as high as 20 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 84. South-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming light and variable. Friday, sunny and hot with a high near 112, light and variable wind becoming south-southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. And right now downtown, 91 degrees, 73% our relative humidity. And the wind out of the south-southeast 10 to 20 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News is next. It is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
This is your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kaif, and vaccine mandates are the new pandemic debate point, with daily coronavirus cases now closing in on 100,000 a day in the U.S. CBS's Cammie McCormick says it might not be long before the order in the military is roll up your sleeves.
With the Delta variant surging, the Pentagon appears to be poised to do something it has not so far, mandate vaccinations. Even though the vaccines haven't received formal approval, about half of the armed forces are fully vaccinated. The percentage is higher among active duty troops. Some argue vaccinations are essential for military readiness.
There's new information today about the long-term effectiveness of one of the vaccines. CBS's Dr. David Agus.
Moderna announced today that its COVID-19 vaccine did not significantly decrease in its immunity 6 months after the second dose. The lasting effects of the vaccine are there, both in T-cell immunity and in measured antibody immunity.
Pfizer and J&J have seen similar results. It's a bad scene in Greenville, California. A major wildfire tore through the small town, destroying the center of it and many homes. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti.
Fire crews are going to have a busy day ahead of them. Red flag warnings remain in effect through the evening. Wind gusts could reach up to 35 miles per hour, turning hotspots into major flames.
Now to Washington, where CBS's Stephen Portnoy tells us the Biden administration's due to set new targets for fuel efficiency and electric vehicle use.
The president's goal, expressed in an executive order, is for about half of new vehicles sold in the U.S. to be electric-powered by the end of the decade. U.S. automakers call it an ambitious aspiration that they're already striving for, but one that's dependent on a massive investment in charging stations that don't now exist. In the meantime, the administration wants to see automakers further boosting gas mileage and cutting tailpipe pollution, by 2026.
Iran's new hardline president took the oath of office today. In a speech, he condemned U.S. sanctions. At the Summer Games, CBS's Jamie Yukis reports from Tokyo on the final game for the U.S. women's soccer team.
It was a redemption of sorts for Team USA's women's soccer team, who are not used to playing for a bronze, convincingly beating Australia for the medal, even though it was not the one they wanted.
The U.S. men's basketball team beat Australia to advance to the gold medal game. The U.S. took gold in the men's shot put and the women's pole vault. The government says first-time claims for jobless benefits fell by 14,000 last week to 385,000. And on Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 193 points. NASDAQ is up 91. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
I am one of thousands of women with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC,
which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body.
I am living in the moment and taking Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for postmenopausal women or for men with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy.
Be in your moment. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
While fires rage in the American West, flames are making unwelcome news in other parts of the world, too.
Several wildfires are blazing across Greece, forcing dozens of villages to evacuate. Firefighters are using helicopters and planes to try to douse the flames. A blaze tore through a forest near the capital, Athens. Another was burning in the south, near the archaeological site of ancient Olympia, where the Olympic Games were first held in 776 BC. Elaine Cobb, CBS News.
Turns out the sprinter from Belarus who resisted attempts to send her home showed police at the airport in Tokyo a plea for help on her phone that had been translated into Japanese. She feared reprisals for being critical of her coaches. The police kept her there, and yesterday she did fly to Vienna and then to Poland, where she's seeking refuge along with her husband. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Ad paid for by CompleteCar.com.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to the COVID crisis, we are announcing a low-cost extended service plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay nothing for auto repairs. Call 800-549-1985 now. Drivers who are covered by this auto protection will not have to pay for a covered repair bill again. 800-549-1985.
Are you a true crime superfan? Join award-winning 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty on the My Life of Crime podcast. Named the 2021 Digiday Best Podcast, each episode pulls you straight into the investigations, including a New York City after-party gone horribly wrong, a cold-blooded teen killer looking for a retrial, and more. Season 3 coming this fall. Follow Life of Crime on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
The coronavirus pandemic has affected many businesses in the Imperial Valley. The Small Business Development Center